All right, what's going on, guys? T Torres back here for another video. So in today's video, we're going to be taking out the all-electric Honda Grom equipped with this Socian GTS 35 liquid-cooled motor. It makes about 40 kilowatts. So ChatGPT captured that to be about 53 horsepower. EMX Brandon did an amazing job with this build. Headlight, fork lights. It's got DHM titanium axles. It's got an Amorg battery, Socian display. If you haven't followed this build, this thing has got a lot of stuff done to it. Let me read you the battery specs, because it's a 96 volt. I always forget all this. That's why we need Brandon here. Let's see. Get all this stuff out of the way. All right. So it is a 96 volt, 58.5 amp hour, 420 amp discharge. Charge rate voltage is 109.2 volts. And let me tell you, this bike is an absolute animal. You can hear the fans kicking on. It's fully registered and ready to go. And we have a 5-inch stretch coming on in the future, but haven't had much chance to do much riding content on it because the 12 volt converter in here went bad. Brandon came over and we got it fixed. We got upgraded front forks. I think they're 7.0s or 7.5s. Upgraded rear shock. These are going to get changed in the future. We got a stretch, and we got some other stuff coming for it. So on the dash here, you can see we have Echo or Eco. That's like mode 1. Mode 2 is like sport. And then race is all the beans. It's like 400 plus amps. I think right now we have it at 410, maybe 415 amps. So it's like, it's absolutely ridiculous. So we're at 92% state of charge. So yeah, let's go for a ride real quick. It's an absolutely hot day here in Florida. We got to get rid of these V rubbers. I did just buy some carbon wheels from a local guy here. He's got some Kenda tires on it already, so we'll be getting those later this week. So I'm excited to actually get some tires put on this thing. If I had my truck, man, we would take this to a dyno somewhere, because I want to know how much horsepower it makes. And I also would like to throw the Stark Varg on there, see how much power it makes too, because it claims 80 horsepower. And according to 40 kilowatts, I think they said, ChatGPT said 1.3 horsepower per kilowatt. So 53-ish horsepower. And believe me, this bike will it'll sit you down for sure. It's scary fast. It's hard not to blow the tire off. So we're gonna get some 0 to 60 data too, without it being stretched, etc. And yeah, we're gonna go for a Guinness World Record attempt. There's not one out there, so we should be able to get one easy. World's fastest all-electric mini bike. And let me tell you, this build is absolutely spicy. Brandon did an amazing job. And if you're interested, we'll have a link down in the description to his channel. He did all the fabricating, all the electrical work. And I have a whole playlist on the Honda e-Grom on my channel as well. So if you want to see the build from start to current day, go check out that playlist. All right, we're about to get on we'll throw her in sport mode. Let her eat. +45 with ease. It just keeps pulling. It's amazing. It's just like the Start. So much power and so much torque on demand. when we get through this slide and get opened up a little bit more, we'll put it in race mode. There we got 5.0 right there. I'm excited to see what how the carbon wheels feel with the ceramic bearings. I'd like to change the rear set out too. These handlebars got to go too. I'm not a huge fan of the handlebars, to be honest with you. So hard not to get on the throttle. Very nimble, very steady, very balanced bike. I can't wait till it cools off a little bit. We can start riding some morning and not be freaking 95 plus degrees with a heat index of 100 plus. And then we're gonna do a full range test as well. See how many miles we can get out of the actual battery. You know, it's not recommended draining this battery all the way down, but we'll drain it down to a safe bit to kind of give you a real estimate of what, you know, a battery like this can do as far as distance and range. But we obviously didn't build this bike for range or distance. We built it for speed. We got some extra sprockets we're gonna play with too, some rear sprockets. Tell you what, man, this thing rides so much better with the upgraded freaking front forks and rear shock, because this was like, I think the battery's like, don't quote me, I don't remember 100% off the top of my head, but I think it was like 60 pounds, 70 pounds, so there's a lot of weight on the front of this bike. What's up, brother? What's up, brother? This road will eventually open up to 55 and then 65, so we'll have a chance to put it in race. That'll get your blood flowing for sure with it. Like I said, before we do the stretch and stuff, we're gonna get some actual content with the draggy, 0 to 60s, etc. Oh, it's got upgraded brakes, man. We put the upgraded EBC rotors, big brake kit on it, and then we're gonna have to get some steel braided front and rear brake lines, because the brake will fade very fast. I need to get some Motul brake fluid in there. I think I got some .4 or something in here. I remember when I bled the brakes out, the brake fluid was like jelly. I've never seen jelly inside of a freaking brake reservoir. It's kind of wicked looking. No, we tried. Alright, let's bust the U-turn here. We'll put it in race mode and do a little pull. Alright, race mode activated. Still scary putting it in race mode. Because this front wheel will come up in a heartbeat. Alright, let's take this inside lane here. I think when we did some playing around before, I think the 0 to 60 was like 3 seconds, maybe 4 seconds. I don't 100% remember. whenever we're doing like real testing and stuff, this is going to be around our wrist. Kind of like if you're riding a jet ski or something. Once that breaks connection, the bike loses all power. Just kind of a safety mechanism. But yeah, if you have any questions about this build or comments, please leave it down and leave a comment down below. I can't wait to actually go to a drag strip and where we can really open this thing up and do some testing and tuning. Alright, let's put this back in at least safe mode where I know I won't kill myself in sport mode. I want to say I was looking up on the internet the other day too. Socia now makes an 80 horsepower electric motor, mid-drive, not hub driven. That'll be a wild ride too, one day. And then in the future, I'll make a video of what it would cost to make a build like this. I don't 100% remember. I know the battery was definitely the most expensive. Was definitely the most expensive bit. And you know, it coming from overseas, it took, you know, Brandon had to get the special dimensions for the battery box and all that stuff. I think the battery took right at about, I want to say like 60 days. Can we get one? What's up, brother? Yeah. I don't understand people who don't do it. One, they don't see you, or two, they're stuck up. Hopefully this camera angle is good for you guys. I've been trying to play around with the angles and the settings on this Ace Pro. So if you made it this far, please tell me if the angle's good. I know the audio should be nice and crisp. I got a lav mic inside my helmet. I think we left the house at 91, 92 state of charge. I gotta figure out how we can get that to display in volts. There's a way. I looked it up, but it doesn't work. Gotta figure that one out. Because I know sometimes this thing will freaking go in kilometers. Over here to the gas station, get something to drink. Spins the tire with these. I love it. Once we get those new carbon wheels, we're definitely going to spin. We're going to do a burnout on this until it blows the freaking tire off the bead. But anyways, that is going to do it for today's video. If you're new here, please hit that subscribe button. Leave this video a big thumbs up. Even if you didn't like today's video, leave it a big thumbs up, and make sure you guys go show EMX Brandon some love on his YouTube channel. Link will be down in the description. I'll catch y'all in the next video. Peace.